a powerful story of courage, resilience, and unexpected strength. Watch until the end to see how one girl's quiet bravery teaches a lesson everyone needs. Camera pans across an empty school hallway. They bullied her every day, but that day changed everything they had never expected. Every laugh, every shove, every whispered insult. They thought it would break her. But what would you do if you were in her place? Cut to the bully, a tall teenager wearing a red and white college jacket, smirking as the girl passes by. Her name was Sara, quiet, gentle, always keeping to herself. But school had a way of making her feel invisible, and not in a comforting way. No, the moments that made her shrink into herself were loud and painful. Show Sara sitting alone in the cafeteria. The bully in the red and white jacket, Jason, laughs with his friends, throwing a small piece of sandwich at her. Jason, hey Sara. Earth to Sara. You're in our way again. Sara lowers her head, cheeks burning. The camera shows her shaking hands as she gathers her books. Every day felt like a battle, not of fists, but of patience, endurance, and the quiet hope that one day someone would notice. Sara walks through the hallway, holding her books tightly. That day seemed ordinary, until the moment everything shifted. Jason steps in front of her, blocking her path. Jason, what's wrong, Sara? You look sad again. Should I help you cry? Her hands tremble. She feels the weight of every whispered insult over the years. But something inside her ignites, a spark she didn't know she had. And in that spark, a choice appeared, to run, to hide, or to rise. Sara takes a deep breath and looks Jason in the eyes, steadying herself. Sara calm but firm. Why do you keep doing this? Does it make you feel better? Because it's not working. Jason laughs, but there's a flicker of surprise in his eyes. He wasn't used to being confronted. The hallway went silent. Friends of Jason looked at each other, unsure. No one had ever seen Sara like this. Sara continues, slowly gaining confidence. Sara, I may be quiet, I may be small, but I will not let you define me, and neither will anyone else. Suddenly, a teacher walks in. Jason freezes, realizing the consequences. The power of Sara's calm courage had shifted the room, and in that moment, the other students began to see her, not as weak, but as brave. Sara's bravery didn't end bullying overnight, but it started a ripple, a small wave of change that would grow. Students began standing up, whispering support, showing kindness she hadn't seen before. Jason, now red-faced, leaves silently. Courage is rarely loud. Sometimes, it's just standing still and saying, no more. Show Sara walking down the hallway, head high, smiling slightly. Friends slowly approach her, offering small gestures of friendship. Life will always have bullies, people who try to push you down, but the strongest power is within you. The power to stay kind, the power to stay true, the power to rise above fear. Even one act of courage can inspire 1,000 others. Be brave, be kind, stand tall. What would you do if you were in Sara's shoes? Think about it. And remember, even in silence, you can find strength. If this story touched you, don't forget to subscribe to Bully Tales 24 for more inspiring stories. Share it with someone who needs courage today. Fade out with emotional music. Slow zoom on Sara smiling confidently.